So first of all, we are all happy that this transfer window is really closed, and right now we can concentrate on football and not just like commenting any rumors and speculations, and making sure the mindset is clear, and to deal with the agents and other bids and clubs or whatever. So it's definitely good. And if we draw a line under everything, to sum it up, we have to say, of course, it was not great that we lost the likes of Ben Godfrey, of Jamal Lewis. Also pretty late and a bit unexpected also of Timm Klose. We're not dancing on the tables because of this three decisions. But on the other hand, great that we're able to keep the lights, like Max Aarons, Todd Cantwell, Emi Buendia. There was speculation about Timo Pukki and Kenny McLean, Adam Idah. So it's good that we all have them, and they are all here right now to help us to achieve our claims. Definitely great. Also great and big compliment to Stuart that we're capable to have some really proper signings that helped us. And I think all the really proper first team signings have proved already that they can help us. So when I think about Ben Gibson, about Xavi Quintilla, Kieran Dowell, sadly is injured right now, Oliver Skip, Jordan Hugill, Plachetta, they all can be massive. I think Jakob Lungi Sørensen had a great preseason, but unlucky start with injury and illness and a complicated international break. But all these likes have shown that they are really capable to improve our team. I'm pretty pleased with our signings, and again, many compliments for Stuart that we're capable to do this. Also, the young lads that we have signed, I think they have showed more than glimpses, and it's no coincidence that, for example, a player like Bali Mumba, we didn't send him out on loan because we totally trust him. He already improves us. I'm pretty pleased with him. The only reason that he's kept out of the squad at the moment is the guy who was linked with Barcelona and Bayern Munich anyhow. So pretty pleased with Bali. I think in this terms also quite good. And yeah, if we judge right now our situation, the only thing we can say, we are perhaps a bit thin then on the centre back position. Because of the bit unexpected loss of Timm Klose, and was also pretty late. So the topic came up on I think it was the last day of the closing transfer window day of the abroad window. We tried everything, also like to sort something out perhaps abroad, and then bring a centre back from abroad perhaps in, but yeah, the time was just too short, or we would have had to spend unbelievable amount of money. And the last days, if you're honest, we were also watching the homegrown market and the English market pretty concentrated and also focused, because we got the feeling actually would be definitely good to have a fourth proper centre back option also available. But we also decided it doesn't make sense just to make a decision because of numbers. So just to bring a number in anyhow, because we have our young lads. We have also Alex Dette, Jakob Lungi Sørensen, who can play there on this position. We wanted to bring a player in who really improves us and is on this level, at least on Timm Klose's level, who has proved over years that he can play and can be outstanding on this level. And we've tried everything. I also tried to push it a little bit because I had also a bit in my mind that Grant Hanley, Christoph Zimmermann, they were struggling a bit with injuries in recent seasons, and Ben Gibson hasn't played that much. And we tried everything, but then it's also like I have also to accept that we are in the worst pandemic since ages anyhow, and it causes, of course, and also some financial necessities. And to bring really a proper, really good option in who would improve us was then in the end a bit too expensive in this time. And for that we are perhaps even a bit thin. We definitely know that then in January we definitely need to do something, because actually on this level you need 4 proper centre back options without any doubt, with the necessity of so many games. That's the only position that worries us perhaps even a bit, and because of the problems in the re-up with Ben Byron, perhaps you could also speak a bit about the left fullback position. So to be there with another proper option, especially because Ben Gibson, we need him right now even more, not just as a backup for for Xavi Quintilla, but also more in the centre back role. These are perhaps, if we judge our situation right now, the only two positions, so centre back and perhaps left full back, where we need a bit luck also in terms of injuries. So I got the feeling so we deserve also a bit luck after last season, but we tried to prepare, of course, also for the worst case, and that was the reason we tried to bring someone in. But the good thing is right now, also that January is not too far away. So just 9 or 10 weeks. Okay, it means in championship level, nearly 30 games or something like this. But that's the only position where I would say, okay, it's a bit tricky, and but that's the situation, and we have to deal with the current situation. All in all, I have to say I'm pretty pleased with our setup right now. Could be just on the centre back position a bit thin, but that's my only worry. I'm pretty pleased that we had a pretty quiet ending of the transfer. No other club than Blackburn called us in order to get him, and then it's also like we have a decision to make. Should we pay further on his salary? Should we have a coach who trains individually during the whole month, each and every day, more like during the next months with Tom Tribal? Also, will he lose a bit like his value in the future because he's still under our contract anyhow? We also have to keep his value high because one day we want to sell him then or something like this is also quite important. These were more or less like then the thoughts and thought in our head, and it's also like against us he can't play. We have also the right to call him back if we want in January to allow him perhaps a different move or something like this. So for that it's always a tricky decision to make, but then from the business point of view it was definitely then the right decision. It was also Tom's big wish, and he always behaved professional, and for that we said okay, we allow this. And if we right now would be scared that Tom Tribal wins the championship title for Blackburn all alone, then we should have kept him if I'm honest. And for that, that was the reason we made this decision. Yeah, but it was Timm's big wish, and if I'm honest, I think we also have to accept this and to understand this because I can remember, and you all know how much I trust and I value Timm Klose. When I came in, it was pretty likely that he was more like supposed to leave the club, and I said no chance. He's an unbelievably important player for me, and he was great when he was fit. I can remember my first season. He played together with Christoph Zimmermann, and I think we had a club record of clean sheets in a row. It was especially due to Timm Klose, and he created great memories. Can remember his late equalizer against Ipswich, and he was so important for us, and also in the beginning of the second season. Sadly, he had then a horrendous injury anyhow, and more like he was out for more or less 18 months in a row. Came back pretty late into the last season and played the last 8 games, I think. Was a bit difficult after being out for 18 months. And if I'm honest, he got lots of stick because he was involved in a few conceded goals. And I got the feeling so sometimes the criticism of him was also a bit over the line because pretty quick then you forget that this lad was out for 18 months. So he had a bit difficult time in the last 3 years. And then, of course, we started this season, also was playing with Christoph Zimmermann, Ben Godfrey last games. Ben Gibson was on the pitch. Grant Hanley was also on the bench. So Timm was not involved in the games, just in the Luton game when he had to go off with the injury again. And it was a difficult situation. He then had the chance anyhow to have more or less his dream move to his childhood dream club, Basel. He wants to play regularly, especially after being out for more or less 2 years. Understandable. There's also a big tournament to come up. For that, he needs to play more like each and every minute. And then it was more like it was his big wish, and also like our decision to make. Okay, should we disallow his move, and he's then perhaps centre back number 3, number 4, also like a bit moody, unhappy with his situation. Also, we had in our mind that he had a difficult period in the last 2 years, and also what he has done for this club. And Timm is always a gentleman, and also like how we asked and how his agent behaved was top class. And we got the feeling, okay, listen, it's his big wish to have this move, and for that we allowed this. Although we knew it would leave us in a bit difficult situation, but we had to make a decision between, okay, should we disallow this, kill more or less his dream of the Euros, kill also his dream move after 2 difficult years, after also a bit of stick and criticism in the last 8 games. And also like then to decide, okay, we keep him here, although he's perhaps even a bit unhappy with his role at this moment, that he's not involved in each and every game, and he is in an age and a situation where he has to play each and every minute. And for that, we allowed him then to go, although it was also a difficult decision for me, because you all know how much I like him, how much I value him. But in the end, I think it's definitely then also like we have to work with human beings, and it was then in the end the right decision to do this, and that was the only reason. Yes, first of all, we are full of respect. I can remember the away game at Rotherham out of our title-winning season was an unbelievably difficult game, close game, and I think due to a goal of Kenny McLean, we were able to win this game. It's always difficult. They had a decent start. They just lost 1 game out of this 4 games. They never conceded more than just 1 goal. I think it will be important that we are unbelievably effective and clinical in terms of using our chances, because it's difficult to break them and difficult to beat them, and they still have this euphorism of getting back to the championship, and they play with lots of fighting spirit, and we are respectful, but nevertheless we want to go there and want to be successful, and want to earn the next points under all that. Yes, good news with Przemysław, because he was out for 2.5 weeks, but since Wednesday he's back on the training pitch. If I'm honest, after being out for 2.5 weeks, not ready for 90 minutes, but definitely good to have him back, and he's an option for tomorrow. So also like perhaps as a substitute from the bench, because with this pace he can change a game. That's definitely good news. Christoph Zimmermann will be out. He has a calf problem during this week, and he will be definitely out. So that's of course a bit of a problem for us. And there are little question marks behind Marcus Tiepermann, because he had some neck problems during this week. Not a massive thing, but I would say a little question mark, and also a little question mark behind Todd Cantwell, because he got a hit during the training. So little bruise. It's a bit painful, not a big thing, but I hope to have them both available for tomorrow. But I would say a little question marks behind them. Yes, that's also the reason maybe we can't take any risk with Christoph Zimmermann there. If it would be the championship final anyhow, Champions League final, then perhaps we could try everything that he plays. But we want also to make sure that he perhaps miss 1 game, but not 3 or 4 weeks, because this means on championship level even 7 or 8 games. I think we'll have him back available on Tuesday. At least that's what our physios say. Not a big thing, but we don't want to take any risk. We have to be a bit careful, and we have a few options. Yeah, Alex Setti can play this. Even Jakob Ljungi Sørensen can play this, and Grant Hanley is right now back since 4.5 weeks and in team training, and he's in a good shape and he's prepared. And also the last 2 weeks were important for him, so he has good chances to be involved.